Three things. Are they legal? Are they illegal? Are they ethical? Unethical? I'm going to run 3 scenarios by you. I actually have a 4th one because that's how we do lists here. Going to run them by you.
Yes.
And you're going to tell us if they're legal, illegal, ethical, unethical. Sound good?
Apparently, you think I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night.
I even wrote notes for this one. All right,
Okay.
Number 1, Dad.
Yes.
You go to the dealership to buy a vehicle.
Yes.
And they say to you, we'll sell you the car. You have to finance through us. Is that legal?
I don't know. I don't think so. It depends. I know that goes on a lot in Texas, and they're trying to get the Texas State Attorney General to look into the legality of that. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure. Now, if you said, is it ethical? Absolutely not. Is it discriminatory against a cash buyer if you said to him, well, you have to finance through us? Absolutely, it is discriminatory. But is it illegal? I'm not 100% sure.
Definitely ethical or unethical, I should say.
Yes.
That's for sure.
That definitely falls into the ethics of many car dealers, but ethically speaking, it would be unethical.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Back to the notebook.
Okay.
Like a great politician, you gave a non-answer there. I like that.
What do you want me to tell you? I don't know.
I want you to lie on the internet and say with conviction if it's legal or illegal.
Yes.
No,
squirrels collect nuts before the winter.
If Dad.
Yeah.
Wait, what did I write down?
Read it again.
Thinking about getting auto insurance? Compare quotes from all the major carriers in one place. Join YAA.com/insurance. It's quick, easy, and no spam. Aha. Does a dealership have to disclose damage on a used vehicle they're selling?
Are you asking, do they have to disclose if it's ever been in an accident?
Yeah, or any existing damage, things like that. What do they have to disclose?
Well, I suppose legally, if they know it had been damaged or if they know that it had been a flood or a branded title vehicle,
salvage title, something like that, yeah.
Then legally they are required to tell you. However, not all dealerships will.
Well, salvage title, things like that should show up on a Carfax. So definitely look at Carfax.
But if the dealership doesn't offer you a Carfax to review and you don't print your own or run your own, I know at the dealerships that I worked in, we always had a customer sign a copy of the Carfax that we kept in the deal, and we gave the customer a copy with their paperwork.
All right, but what about damage? Like if the vehicle had previously been in an accident, does the dealership need to disclose that? What if it's got like issues with, I don't know, like the vehicle can run fine, obviously it passes state inspection, but maybe it's got some maintenance that needs to be done. Do they need to disclose things like that? Is that allowed?
Well, if ethically they should, legally I don't know if they have to.
Yeah.
Ethically, though. Oh, ethically, absolutely. It depends if you're an ethical dealer or not.
Here we go.
Okay.
Is it illegal?
Yes.
And we should just transition by now to, is it ethical?
Yeah.
For a dealership to disclose whether you're getting into a lease or a purchase, I know this might sound crazy to you out there, but this happens.
Yeah, I had a woman come to me at the Acura store I ran in Arizona one time. And she had been to the other Acura dealer, and she said, well, we had agreed that I would be financing the vehicle for 60 months. And it turned out, once I finally looked at the paperwork after I took the car, that it was a 60-month lease. Is that legal? No. You have to disclose that. So that is neither legal nor ethical. But dealers sometimes are neither legal nor ethical.
And that also, obviously, let's be very clear, is also on the customer. Like, you got to understand what the hell you're getting into. Press pause, slow down, talk to a friend, like literally do anything to protect yourself.
I believe she also told me in our conversation, well, they just wouldn't let me leave. And I asked her if they had handcuffed her to the desk.
All right, let me give you a bonus 4th one.
Okay.
If I'm a customer trading in a vehicle,
yes,
is it illegal for me to not disclose maintenance that needs to be done, damage to the vehicle, things like that?
Only if the dealer asks as part of their appraising system. Okay, we used to have a form that customers would have to answer certain questions to. Has the vehicle ever been in an accident? Have the airbags ever been deployed? Things of that nature. And it was yes or no answers. And it was dated on the appraisal form, and the customer had to sign acknowledging their answers. So if a customer lied about a vehicle having been in an accident and having had damage like that, then we could hold that against them if, well, we sort of missed it.
Did that ever happen to you? Did you ever go back on a vehicle you traded? And
I remember one time I traded an Escalade. I put a lot of money in it, and ultimately we lost $5,000 on it at the auction because I had not caught the fact that it had been involved in an accident, and I had not caught the fact that the customer didn't sign the acknowledgement on the appraisal form. I can assure you that I never appraised another vehicle and put a number on it without a customer's signature after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that unethical? Definitely.
Oh, it's, hey, I'm not going to sit here and say consumers can't do things that are unethical. Consumers do things that are unethical all the time. Now they do it because they feel, well, we have to, because the dealer's going to screw me anyway. So, I have to try and screw the dealer. If a vehicle has a bad transmission and it's not up to the customer to tell them that.
Yeah.
It's up to the appraiser to figure it out. Now, if the appraiser appraises the vehicle while he's still sitting at his desk and never gets in the vehicle, well, that's on the appraiser. That's on the dealership. Shame on them.
And flip it back the other way. Why do we advocate for pre-purchase inspections on used cars? For exactly the same.
Sure.
Is the dealer going to tell you the transmission's bad?
Not if he doesn't have to.
Right?
Yeah.
And so then you get the pre-purchase inspection done, or heck, in that case, you drive the car.
Yeah. Or a test drive. That's why it's always imperative that you drive a test. You take a test drive. And if you're buying a car that's out of state, you find somebody that can inspect it and drive it for you before you travel all the way out of state to buy it.
Leave us some comments down below. What do you think is legal versus illegal, ethical versus unethical? I'll put my pops to the test again, but the night before we filmed that video, you are staying at a Holiday Inn. You have to.
So I can be better prepared?
Absolutely.
Well, you sprung this on me like 10 minutes ago.
You did damn good.
I hope.